Back in November, I decided that I was going to trade in my 2019 Tesla Model 3 Standard Range for a 2021 Tesla Model 3 Long Range. The original Tesla was purchased for £44,090, and the new Long Range car cost £55,240. However, I managed to trade the original car for £37,700. So once you minus that off, it actually cost us £17,940 to upgrade. So the question is, have we managed to make that 17 grand back by making YouTube videos about the car? This video is sponsored by Squarespace, and if you're wondering why my hair looks like this, blame Mr. Beast and check out this YouTube video on my main channel. Okay, let's get into the analytics. So basically, we have £17,940 to make between the 7th of November, which is when this video came out, I'm selling my Tesla, up until now when I'm recording this over on the 27th of January. So we're going to start off by simply looking at the analytics of So I'm Selling My Tesla. So if we click on this, whoa, this video did well. Jeez. The video got 307,000, which is 7.9k more than our usual apparently, and that equated to £1,800. Which is a lot of money. That's pretty mad. And what we can do is we can click on revenue specifically, and we can see that our RPM, which means how much money we earned per 1,000 views. On that particular video, it was £5.86, which is a lot higher than my normal RPM of about £2.5 per 1,000 views. Now, the reason that this video earned more than my videos normally do, there are a few potential reasons. There's the fact that it came out on November 7th, which is pretty close to Black Friday, and YouTube ads go up because of this, and because Christmas is the next month, because advertisers are spending a lot on YouTube trying to promote Black Friday deals and Christmas presents. But also, I think that the RPM is quite high for this video because the video is titled So I'm Selling My Tesla. So I think because we saw the word selling, maybe that means that YouTube shoved a few finance ads on there. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you will know that finance ads make crazy money. There are finance channels out there with an RPM so high that with 300,000 views, they could earn £10,000 as opposed to £1,800. It's mental. And I was doing some experimenting recently, so I'll talk more about that later. Now, you will also see that that very video was sponsored by Ridge Wallet, so we earned money there as well, because that's a paid promotion, just like we will earn money from Squarespace in this video. Now, because I've signed contracts and stuff, I can't tell you specifically how much I'm being paid for one video, but I can tell you how much I've earned from all of my sponsors from 7th of November up till now. So stay tuned to hear those numbers. So the video where I actually showed you the trade-in process, that didn't get as many views, but it still did really well with 237,000. So how much money did that make? Once again, over £1,000. This video was released very close to Black Friday. Christmas was just around the corner, so you would expect that once again this video would make really good money. And it did. Over £1,000 from one YouTube video is amazing. Once again, the RPM over £5. A lot of people ask me, if you're using YouTube Premium, which gets rid of all YouTube ads, are creators that you watch still earning money from your views? And the answer is yes. You can see that £1,268 came from ad revenue and £26 came from YouTube Premium revenue. Basically how it works is YouTube take a tiny portion of your monthly subscription that you pay, and they give it to all of the different creators that you've watched. Now, it might look like you barely get anything, but that's just because not many people have YouTube Premium. So actually, you using YouTube Premium compared to you watching YouTube ads, from the creator's point of view, they earn about the same amount of money per view. So we're doing really good here. So let's skip ahead a little bit, and we'll go to Saying Goodbye to My Tesla, which was published on the 19th of December. Now, this is very close to Christmas, so potentially a lot of the Christmas ads that companies were running, they might have started to dry up a little bit because presents won't arrive in time or whatever. So I expect this video not to have earned quite as much, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's have a look. Okay, here we go. So this video earned £794. So what's the actual RPM? Yeah, I was right. The RPM is £4 as opposed to the £5.60, which we've previously seen. And I think basically that is because it was too close to Christmas. So Christmas ads were already starting to wind down. So now we're going to skip all the way to January, and this is where things... Oh. If you watch YouTube for a while, you will have heard YouTubers complaining about January before. Basically, in January, you earn a lot less money for the same amount of views. And that is because companies have spent all of their advertising budgets on Black Friday and on Christmas. And consumers generally have less money in January because of Christmas, so they're less interested in buying stuff. And basically, this results to you earning quite a bit less money. So this video where we go over all of the upgrades in the new car compared to the old one, it did really well at 229,000 views, and it earned us £624, which once again, obviously, that is really good. But if we have a look at the RPM, it's basically half of what it was in November and December. So I earned £2.75 per 1,000 views instead of £5.65 per 1,000 views. And similarly, can never do that word. Similarly, and also, we'll have a look at how much last week's video earned. It earned £373 with an RPM of 284. So I'm going to go ahead and add all of the numbers together now, and we can find out how close that is to the 17,940 that we need to get to. But first, let's hear from today's sponsor, Squarespace. Thank you, Squarespace, for once again supporting this channel. If you ever need to build a website, Squarespace is the perfect platform. They have tons of professional pre-built templates for you to look at. You can set up very specific things like automated email campaigns to send out to your customers. You can have a look at lots of detailed analytics and see how your site is actually performing. So no matter what you need, whether you are a freelance plumber, an artist, or even a hotel owner, Squarespace will build the perfect website for you. So head to squarespace.com/Jack Massey Welsh to get started. And if you use code Jack Massey Welsh, you can get an extra 10% off your first purchase of a domain name. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is where it gets fancy, because we can go into analytics and we can see that in the last 28 days, your channel's view count was slightly higher than usual. Oh, very nice. Thanks, YouTube. We can see our exact subscriber count on the right, which updates live. So every time we gain or lose a subscriber, that changes. And you can see in the last 28 days, we've earned £3,480. And if we scroll down, we can see our best performing videos of the last 28 days. So still, even though this video is quite old at this point, yeah, what happens if you fall asleep in your Tesla? That came out March last year. It's just past 4 million views, so I think that might be my third most viewed video on the entire YouTube platform, which is a bit ridiculous. But even though it's nearly a year old, that's still gotten the most views out of everything I've uploaded in the last month. So it's gotten 500,000 views in the last month. But what we're going to do is we're going to change from last 28 days and we're going to head over to custom. And this will allow me to go to the exact date that the first I'm selling my Tesla video was released, which was the 7th of November. And then if we click apply, oh, we can see that we have had 4.7 million views since 7th of November, which is equated to 380,000 hours of watch time, an extra 44,000 subscribers, and most importantly for this video, £13,584.60, which is not 17,940, which is what we're trying to get to, but I've not yet spoke about sponsors, so don't worry. But this is actually a really great place to visualize what I was talking about with how ad rates change depending on the time of the year. Because if we take a look here, you can see that in January, these last 3 videos, they've really kind of popped off, and they're performing considerably better than all of these other videos that were released in November and December. I don't really know why that is. I don't know if it's because people are excited about the new car, or maybe you've just gotten slightly better at the titles and thumbnails or something, but it's really great to see. However, if we change this from views to estimated revenue, watch. Oh, you see that? Oh, Even though our videos are doing way better, our earnings from those videos are actually lower than the worst performing videos from November and December. So these little play buttons, they all signify an upload, just in case you didn't realize that. And you can see that there was a 2 or 3 week break over Christmas where we just paused the videos because Becky and I, we've been working very hard all year. We wanted to relax over Christmas. So that's why you can see that earnings and views do go down quite considerably, but still managing to bring in, you know, £30 of passive income per day, which is pretty epic. All right, so now the bit that I know people are always really interested in, the sponsors. Since 7th of November, because sponsors bloody love a car channel, we have successfully executed 8 different sponsored integrations, like the Squarespace one that you saw. So for no more than 60 seconds in each of those 8 videos, there was a sponsored integration that we were paid to do. So from those 8 integrations, in total, we earned an extra £10,000, which I am well aware, that's pretty ridiculous. I don't quite understand why sponsors pay this amount of money, but they do, and I'm not going to complain about it. So what we can do is we can take our £13,000 of ad revenue, we can add on our £10,400 of sponsor money, and we get to £23,000, which is a profit of nearly £4,000. I had to pay a little bit extra car insurance because the new car is slightly faster, but it was only about an extra 150, so we'll minus that off. We are still very much in profit, which is amazing. Obviously, I'm very fortunate to be in this position, and to be honest, the fact that we managed to earn this back already, I kind of wish I'd maybe like bought the blue one. I like the white, but the reason I got the white was because it was included in the price. I would quite like to wrap the car at some point, so maybe I should save money. But because we've managed to make a profit fairly quickly, it does make me think, you know, I could have spent £1,000 and I could have had this cool blue instead of the white. I like the white, but I also think the blue is pretty epic. But I still like the white. But the blue, oh, it wouldn't have showed up the muck quite as much, but I do like the white. The white's really nice. I like pearl white, but oh, the blue, missed opportunity. But it doesn't matter because it'll be getting wrapped at some point in the future anyway. Now, before we end off, I want to go back to what I was saying earlier about how finance channels earn so much more money than all of the rest of us per 1,000 views. I was speaking to Graham Stephan, who's one of the biggest finance channels on YouTube, and he has boasted about his $30 RPM many times and the fact that with the same amount of views, he can earn 10 times more money than I do. So I asked him, how do you categorize your videos? Because I've always put my videos into the entertainment category because I think, you know, that's the best fit. But he told me he always puts his in the education category. So that made me think maybe that's the difference. If I go into education, will I get those sweet finance educational ads that I could only dream of? So I put this video into education instead of entertainment. The video still performed really nicely, got over 100,000 views, so I don't think it had a big impact in its position in the algorithm. But did we earn 10 times the amount of money? No, we didn't. It didn't really make any difference. Just the same standard RPM as all my other videos. So I think what I've concluded is it's not just about the category, it's also very much about the title. And if I want to get those sweet finance ads, I need some sweet finance keywords in the title, such as Facebook marketing, selling, Bitcoin, etc, etc, which unfortunately does not really fit with the kind of content that we want to do here. But I feel like overall I really don't have anything to complain about. But hopefully you found this interesting. I know people always really enjoy the analytics videos. Hopefully you've not been distracted by my horrendous hair. It won't be there forever. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Jack Massey Welsh. We upload every single Saturday, and I will see you later.